Hey there. Today is September the 15th, 2022. I thought I would give you a bit of a timeline for me. Let's see. About 17 years ago, I had a slip and fall where I didn't know it yet, but I seen that's where my injury came in. I damaged some vertebrae at the time. I didn't realize it. And you know what? Maybe the first fall didn't cause the injury, but it certainly set me on the course. Long and short, and there's nothing fun about this one. I fell asleep on the sofa. Not this sofa, but a sofa. I fell asleep on the sofa watching a movie. Woke up on the floor, and there was a glass top table in front of the sofa, which was now on the floor. The glass top was being held up by stone pillars, and I have no idea why I fell. But I do know that I must have hit myself really hard because I don't remember any of it. I don't remember the fall. All I remember is I fell asleep watching something and I woke up on the floor in amongst shattered glass and drawing. I picked myself up and yikes, what the hell is this? And I had a sore leg, and that's about it at that point. I rested up. I thought, okay, every day was a little better. And I thought, okay, I must have twisted my leg or something during the fall, and I'll be okay. About a week later, I was taking a shower and did another slip. So obviously, whatever damage I had caused wasn't done messing with me. I fell backwards, and the back of the tub, where the tub hits the wall, there's a bit of a lip. There's a bit of a indentation, not an indentation, but it bubbles out, whatever. And I do remember I hit bang on the tub, and wow, that one I remember obviously everything that happened then, and so began my journey into spinal cord injury. At the time, it developed slowly, very slowly. Immediately, I guess the first ramifications of these two events was I started having immediately less mobility. I needed support. I was using a cane to get around. It was getting really dicey. Eventually, not eventually, but one of the side effects of this, and you have to remember, well, you don't remember because you don't know me, but I used to be active up until that point. I went to the gym almost, well, daily, really. Cardio, weightlifting, the whole nine yards. Obviously, that was out. I could barely walk, but with a cane, I could get by, and it was what it was. Oh, by the way, that was, I'm guessing, it's funny because such a pivotal moment, such a red letter day, as it were, and I don't remember the year that it happened in. I do remember I had just turned 40, but was it a year later or 2 years later? I don't know. So let's say that happened in '05. By '08, 2008, I had ballooned up until 225, the highest recorded weight that I've ever been. The pants I was wearing in my first video, those are the pants I could still wear, or I was still at 225. I could still fit in those pants, done up with a belt, whatever. But I could at least do the button. I had eventually got to the point where, as I expressed in the video, by 2013, I had gotten to the point where I could now no longer wear those pants, not without a belt, holding it up, could not button it up. Therefore, I'm assuming I probably got up to, let's say, 235, 240. That's why I say 100 pounds, because now, just scaled myself today, I'm now hovering between 137 to 140, the way weight fluctuates and whatnot. So that's where my story goes up until 13. Like I told you guys in my first video, I decided to do something about my weight at that point. Obviously, with my injury, by 2013, I have the rods in my neck, and I should be on the road to recovery. But at that weight, I still needed to use a walker indoors and very limited ability outdoors. Still, well, obviously with a walker, but I was a mess. I was a mess. And I needed to do something about my weight. What I realized is, well, one of the things I had done back in the past before the injury was I was very active, and that kept my weight in check. I was like 155 my whole adult life. Basically, the fluctuations, but that's generally where I was. And now I could not do any physical activity to help with the recovery, especially cardio. I love cardio. I'm one of those weirdos that likes not just cardio, and the treadmill was my favorite machine, if I have a favorite, as it were, because it involved walking. I love to walk. For some reason, it clears my head. I love doing it. I still love doing it. I wish I could do it more than I can do at this point, but that is something I can only pine away for now. It is not part of my abilities anymore. What I didn't change, which is one of the reasons for the weight gain, obviously, is my no longer being active, so that obviously plays. But I also didn't change how I was eating, what I was eating, and I didn't really think about it. I always liked protein, like meat as a dish, but I always liked breads, and I liked carbs, of course. Carbs are delicious, French fries, you name it. I like my carbs too, but I wasn't paying attention to that per se, as far as my diet relating to my weight gain. I had convinced myself for some reason that I was over 40 and I wasn't being very active, therefore I'm always going to be carrying this weight. As it turns out, I did do some, believe it or not, they were small changes, but they were the biggest changes for losing my girth. And you know what? This will be part one. I will finish this up tomorrow with a part two to let you know what I did and how I did it and what I'm still doing to keep the weight off. But until tomorrow, this is me, Pat Joe.